John Terry is beginning to enjoy these summer transfer sagas. Last year it was Aston Villa and Birmingham City vying for the former Chelsea and England captain's affections, and he lapped it up with a series of teasing Instagram posts designed to keep his millions of followers guessing. And judging by the content available on his social media page, Terry is once again relishing the uncertainty which surrounds him this summer. Due to Villa's cash flow crisis and Tony Xie's need to cut the club's colossal wage bill, Terry was allowed to leave the Claret and Blues following the Championship playoff final defeat to Fulham. The club can no longer afford to pay players £70,000 per week, which is what Terry was reportedly earning last term. The central defender is now free to join another club and already has a host of suitors, as you'd expect given his experience. Terry's close friend Frank Lampard has recently been appointed manager of Villa's championship rivals Derby County, and they are in the running. Major League Soccer and Chinese Super League clubs remain viable options for Terry, who could even choose to begin his coaching career early. Maybe even Terry doesn't know what his next move will be. Terry has been holidaying in Greece and Portugal since the season's end and posting videos of his fitness regime. One teasing post this weekend included the caption, "Just in case," followed by a couple of cheeky emojis. Whatever decision Terry does come to this summer, Villa fans will wish him the best. The five-time Premier League winner was an incredibly popular figure at Villa Park and leaves having worn the club's famous jersey 36 times. Aston Villa will have to pay manager Steve Bruce £3 million if they decide to dispense of him this summer. The veteran manager, who has 4 championship promotions on his CV, is in limbo at the moment, as is virtually every member of the club's senior playing squad. Villa are in financial ruin following their playoff final defeat to Fulham. Tony Shaw gambled on promotion to the Premier League by paying big transfer fees and wages, and it's well and truly backfired. The Mirror reports Shaw will host a conference call from Beijing on Monday with Chief Commercial Officer Luke Organ, Director of Football Steve Round, Director Tracy Gu and his assistant Rong Tianhe all present. Bruce isn't expected to be at the meeting, but his future could well be up for discussion. The 57-year-old has been at the helm for 20 months following Roberto Di Matteo's sacking in October 2016. It's reported that Bruce will be owed a £3 million payoff if Shaw decides he's no longer the man to lead the club forward. Yes, he's the man to get us up. No, he hasn't achieved what he was asked. Villa were in grave danger of entering administration earlier this week over an unpaid tax bill, but Shaw has since secured the loans to appease HMRC temporarily. Also up for discussion at the meeting on Monday is the club's budget for the forthcoming season. Shaw is expected to demand cuts be made to the playing staff, with a host of star names expected to follow ex-captain John Terry out of the door. Interest in Chelsea. Aston Villa are braced for Premier League bids for James Chester as the reality of their financial strife starts to hit home, writes Greg Evans. Along with homegrown hero Jack Grealish, Chester is seen by top suitors as a target worth circling troubled Villa for. Birmingham Live understands that at least 4 Premier League clubs are interested in signing Chester, including Burnley and Brighton. Villa would love to resist inquiries for their player of the season, but the cash crisis is likely to mean beggars can't be choosers. Chester joined Villa from rivals West Bromwich Albion in the summer of 2016, and he has been a consistent championship ever-present over the past 2 seasons. If Villa are able to retain the 29-year-old Wales international, he is the leading candidate to be the club's captain again next season. Chester took the armband from Tommy Elphick partway through his first campaign, but lost it to John Terry last season. Wyness sacked Villa to sell land. Crisis meeting open letter. Galini gone. Pierluigi Galini has officially left Aston Villa as Serie A side Atalanta opted to activate their option to buy the goalkeeper. The 23-year-old goalkeeper has spent the last 18 months on loan at Atalanta and made 7 appearances across all competitions last season. Despite rarely being selected ahead of number 1 Utrecht Borussia, Gollini has demonstrated enough ability to convince Atalanta to part with £3.8 million to make the move permanent. Gollini only joined Villa 2 years ago from Hellas Verona, but he's delighted to have secured a move back to his homeland. "I tried to prove myself every time I was called upon, and now I am very happy, as making this move permanent was my objective," he told Sky Sport Italia. "It was a personal victory. I hope to find more playing time next season. I love my country and I'm very happy to be back in Italy." The cash from Gollini's transfer to Atalanta will come in handy for Villa as Dr. Tony Shaw desperately tries to raise funds. The Chinese businessman is experiencing major cash flow problems and needs to offload players this summer.